Hi there. In this screencast we're going to style our layout. So here's our present layout. It's just HTML. The only style that we have is the style that's applied by the style sheet that comes with the browser. So it's very, very stock. So we're going to jump over to screen.css in brackets and change all of this stuff gradually, piece by piece. So I'm just going to minimize this. I'll save and refresh it as we work to see the effects of what we've done. So I'm just going to open this up here and jump over to screen.css. I'll have to probably pop into HTML a couple more times, but most of the stuff that we're doing next will be in this document, the CSS. So the very first thing that we're going to do is we're going to import some fonts. And the reason you want to import some fonts is if you're using fonts that may not necessarily be installed in a user's operating system, that is, they're not 100% standard, then if we want our text to appear exactly as we see it, we want to import particular fonts. So that's what this is for. So in our CSS document, just inside of this, I'm just going to go down to the next line. I'm going to add the code from the reading. So that's how we import the fonts. There's a little bit about the steps in order to get this link in the reading, but this will get us Open Sans. Now we want to specify a rule so that we use these fonts in the document. So I'm going to do that in the body. So I'm going to create a rule for the body. Again, this is from the reading. And I'm also going to add some styles for my headings, my paragraphs, my links, and their rollover. So when I save this document and I refresh the web page, we should be able to see what difference this made. So first of all, I'm just going to pop it up. So now you see that the font that's being used throughout the document is Open Sans. Alright, let's move on to styling the header. So I'm just going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and I'll add my header styles here. And we'll make sure that looks good. I'll save and take a look at it. So that's it so far. It's added to the image, a few other things. We'll also style the page. So I'm just going to throw this right below the body. There we go. And save and refresh that. So you can't see it on your screen, but that max width limits the width of the page to be 1200 pixels. This is just below 1000, my screenshot. And let's style the logo as well. So we'll just throw this directly below the header rule. So we're going to throw an image into the logo. So right now there's an image there, but you get this text and a link, so we have to fix that. So what we have to do is go jump over to the HTML and throw in a span around what the logo is, where the logo is, that is. So, oops. Just going to jump into my HTML here, and our logo is the very first thing. There it is there, logo. We just have to throw a span around that, and then we'll style that span tag. Jump back to my screen, .css, and under my logo, I'll throw in the style for that. Looks good. Great. So now we just have to fix a few other things with our styles. So we're going to fix the hero text. So now our text is no longer covering our logo. And now let's make those items that have the class button look like buttons. I'm just going to add a comment for that. There's the rollover for the button. I'll just comment that out. Take a look. There we go. So it's looking pretty good now. Let's also add a animation for that button as well. So below, right below this padding here, I'm going to add, I had a funny artifact if I used 0.5 of a second, which is the code from the reading. So I changed this to 1 second, and it seems to have solved that. Let me just quickly show you what. I tried 0.5 too, and I had the same effect. If I go back to 1 second, just refresh, then it's okay. Again, not sure why that's happening, but I changed it to 1 second and it works fine. Alright, so that is styling, basically importing a font, adding it to the body, and the headings, paragraphs, links. Then we styled the header, including the background image for the logo, and then we styled that button, including a mouse over effect, which included a transition. Thanks so much for watching.